Name is Steve Hopkins, and I've been coming here a little over a year. I purchased the car last August, and I took it to Dave Freed, and he painted the whole front end. And Dave said, I know a guy that does excellent paint protection, so he recommended me to Sean. Yeah, I've been coming here for about a year and a half now, and I've had a couple of mishaps, which happens.
Yeah, of course, it always happens. So you decided to go with the paint protection film, is that right? What do we do to the car?
Pretty much the whole thing has been wrapped with the X-Fel. Everything except for the rear bumper, because that's a low impact zone.
Yep.
And the grills over the engine, because they're so intricate.
Yeah.
It didn't bother to wrap, but everything else.
That's awesome. So what made you decide to get the car protected in the first place?
This is my third Porsche. I just know that the protective film protects against, I'd say, minor rock chips. I mean, something is critical.
Yeah.
But because the paint, to try to get a car repainted and match it, it's a whole lot easier to have the film on it. And it's amazing how much impact this film will take
for sure
before it gets to the paint.
Yeah.
So it's
It's
definitely
looking brand new, right?
Yeah, it's 26 years old. It's a 98. It's the last year of the air cooled.
Wow.
So I have, this one is 1998. I have another one that's a 2018. So
Okay.
I keep saying it's 26, but now this is 2025, so now it's 27 years old.
Wow.
27 years
Quite
old.
some time.
Yeah.
So why'd you decide to go with the Porsche? What stood out to you?
Well, I've always liked the styling, the engineering, and plus, even though it's a small car, it has pretty good room. This one is so small I can stick my hand out and touch the window, but they're well built. The engineering, dependability, reliability,
Yeah.
the design, the lines.
That's so great.
They're fun and they retain their value. And it's crazy because this one's, again, is 27 years old. The other one's 7 years old, and the price is about the same.
Well, what's been your experience like getting the vehicle protected? What's been your experience with Ultimate Shield?
Well, I've had a couple of minor things. The first one is when I had the other car, I had a little tennis ball hanging on the passenger side. So I would back in. I used to be a truck driver, so I'm pretty good as far as, I'll get this close to the cabinets without exaggerating.
Wow. That's pretty close.
So anyway, I have my tennis ball hanging, and I put the black one in, no problem. So the first time I put this one in, as I alternate, my wife's car is on that side, my car is on this side. And so, because I have two cars and only one space, I park another car at my sister-in-law's house. So I rotate them. So,
Got it.
So when I brought this home to put it in the garage, tried to get it to line up to the tennis ball. And because the body shape was a little different, when I touched the ball, it also touched the cabinet.
Oh.
And unfortunately, it just barely touched it. It messed up the film just a little bit. But Sean was able to play with it, didn't have to take off the film, didn't have to put a new one on. But so that was the first time that the films saved it.
Yeah, saved it, right?
And the second, this time here, is a weird situation. Part of it is, I'm quite sure, just not focusing, not concentrating. But my wife sent me a text saying, hey, I'm going to visit Shell's daughter. Her girlfriend is Sheldon. And so for some reason, I thought she was driving. So when I came home, I did something in the driveway. So then the garage light went out, and I thought her car was not there.
Yeah.
And so I'm backing in, thinking I have plenty of room, and all of a sudden, my son started hollering, hey. It's like, oh, God. So anyway, it scraped the side, the protective film again.
Oh, my gosh.
So this time, you had to take the whole side, I guess pretty much the quarter panel, all the way back from the quarter panel to the right under the door. So the fender was just the rear quarter panel. And so he took that off, and it didn't mess up the paint, didn't mess up the body. So
yeah, it's doing its job, right?
Yeah,
Saving the paint
that's the
from
purpose.
the damage, right?
Every year I have them touched up. So I force myself to wait till my annual touch-up, and I just had the whole front end, pulled the film off, put it on there. It looks like brand new.
Yeah, that's the way to do it.
It's definitely, it's worth it.
Yeah. So I guess, who would you recommend paint protection film for? Why did you yourself
Anybody who
decide?
cherishes their car, if you want to keep a clean car, and if you have a clean car to begin with. Because when I first got the black one, I purchased it new, and I had it delivered to the house on a flatbed because I didn't want to drive.
Yeah.
And then I think I drove it around the block one time, and then I had another flatbed come and pick it up and take it to the shop to get it wrapped.
Yeah.
That's the worst thing would be going to the shop and have something hit it.
Yeah.
But if you cherish your car and if you're OCD,
Definitely. That's a good play right there.
a combination of the two.
Yeah.
Anybody who wants to keep a clean machine, definitely the way to go. If you don't wrap the whole thing, definitely wrap the front end, the high impact zone. Yeah, so it's worth it. And get it touched up once a year with the ceramic coating. It makes a big difference.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, then I guess final question about your experience with Ultimate Shield and the team. What do you think, how would you describe the customer service here?
Sean's really good. I said a couple of times I brought it in and he just worked on it without even charging.
Wow.
The estimates have been good. Time estimates have been good. As my daughter would say when she was little, she got a good grade, she'd say A+ 100. So if you got an A+ 100, it doesn't get any better than
That's pretty good.
So I give Sean and his team an A+ 100.
Well, that's awesome to hear, and I appreciate you for trusting us with the car and letting us protect it, and we look forward to protecting more vehicles.
We're just going to be the annual touch-up.
Yeah, hopefully. Well, thanks to Steve. Pleasure meeting you.
Same here.
All right.